do I need to change my business name once my business changed? Do I need to change my business name? Do I need a new EIN? What happens with taxes?
Good question. Do you need to change your EIN and need to change your name? Absolutely not. That's up to you. If you want to change it, you can, but it's absolutely not a requirement. However, one thing to keep in mind is if you're moving in the example that you just provided, you're doing photography services, say perhaps maybe taking pictures of weddings or engagement pictures, and now you're moving over into selling photography books. Once you move from a service to selling a good, something that's tangible, something you can see, touch, feel, you now trigger sales tax implications. And each state has different sales tax requirements, so it depends on the state that you're in. But usually, services are not taxed. If you go to the hairdresser, you go to the barber, you're not paying sales tax. The price is the price. But once you move over into selling a good, now you go to the store and you buy a book, you buy some furniture, now you're paying sales tax because that's a good. So keep that in mind if that's the type of change that you're making. Nothing changes from an income tax standpoint, but sales tax is something that may be required. And with most jurisdictions, you're going to have to pay at least on a monthly basis, sometimes on a weekly basis, depending on how much revenue you're making. And depending on the state that you're in, you may not only have state sales tax, but you may have city sales tax and county sales tax as well. So sales tax is it can be a very complicated issue. It is something that if you want to try to research on your own, you can, but I highly recommend that that's something you outsource to an experienced accountant who can help you with something like that.
All right, that's awesome. And I want to say to that too, some of you guys have businesses where you are reselling a product, like you're a brand rep or something like that. Check with your company because some of these companies are taking care of the sales tax on their end. So you need to talk to them. And then if you need a consult, you can do that too. And let me just say here, when you're talking about getting help for your business, sometimes, and this happens to a lot of people because you're already in debt and you're trying to start this business and you're trying to get out of debt. So you feel like, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Think really carefully about what you want to invest in because sometimes getting help will help you get to your goal faster, right? So we have these webinars that are reasonably priced. You'll be able to get the webinar and take a look and get a lot of your questions answered. But sometimes they're very specific things to your business that will cost you money in the long haul if you don't get some advice, some experience behind you. So learn from people who are coaching. This is, even if you don't come to Randy and I, you want to find a coach or somebody that can help you because you're going to shorten the window to success. So even though you want to be careful with your budget, invest in things that are important. Always, you guys know, I always talk about invest in your health, invest in your physical health, invest in your emotional health, and invest in your financial health. These things are important for you to get to your ultimate goal. So think about that as we talk and as you decide what you're going to invest in and what you're going to put into your budget. Okay, 2 more questions.